All right, welcome to another edition of the Southeastern Sports Network podcast. I'm Robbie Rhodes along with Mark Willoughby. Week 4, as we get you set for the opening of Southeastern football. They open August 30th at Louisiana Tech in Ruston for the first game of this 12-game schedule this year of the 2025 football season. Mark, going quickly into this camp thing. It's moving along really quickly, and we're here to bring you all the content each and every week, putting out as much as we can. So if you like what you see here, click the like or subscribe button here on YouTube. All the content, all the stuff that we can get out as quickly as possible about line football, line athletics is right here. So like and subscribe. Set notifications. If something new pops out, boom, you get a notification. You can see what's going on. Also follow us on Twitter at Line Up Network. All the content, videos, coaches, players, interviews, new stuff coming out, game day stuff, on the road with the Lions, things like that. It'll all be posted on the site.
And share us on Twitter, too.
And share us on Twitter. Get the word out. Line fans are out there. They want content. People are looking for this information. Trust me, when we post stuff, it gets hit hard. And people are dying for this information and this interviews and the sound coming out of camp. So follow, like, and subscribe. Retweet, share, tell people about us. We're here to help. We're here to get the word out about Lion football. So, Mark, diving into camp. Exciting getting into the fourth week now of camp, or third week now of camp, excuse me. Making our way. We're less than 3 weeks now to the opening kickoff against Louisiana Tech. Take a look at this offense. It's a different looking group. You have a quarterback situation, and you can call it a battle. You can call it a situation, just who's getting more reps, but we don't have any official word yet. The football program has not come out with anything specific. Coach Selfo will meet with the media for the first time officially in about 2 weeks. But both I think these quarterbacks are going to get some playing time in the games. I think that's what you feel like. I think that's kind of the vibe we're getting. Again, that's not official. We don't speak for the department. We speak for the football program, but that's kind of the vibe we're getting. So, Mark, just dive into the offense and what you're seeing and what you expect from them as we go into this football season coming up in 2025.
Yeah, and just to echo that preface that this is our opinion. I've had a chance to watch. I haven't seen every single day of camp, but I've seen just about all of them except for 2, I think. And offensively, I think Lion fans can feel pretty good. This will be a better offense in 2025 than what they've seen the last 2 years. Certainly more dynamic, more diverse. And it's all going to start with the trigger man at quarterback. And it looks like it's going to be a 2-headed monster, I would think. Again, Coach Selfo hasn't come out and said that specifically, although he's hinted at it. And, and they've played multiple quarterbacks every year he's been here. And I feel like this year over last year especially, and then even, of course, you played 2 in 2023. But I think this year you have 2 guys that are capable of leading this team to points. And those guys are Carson Camp and Kyle Lowe. Both of now again, the defense has been really good in this camp, so it's been a difficult slog for the offense. I mean, it hasn't been easy, but again, there's so much more dynamism or whatever you want to call it, explosiveness at the wide receiver position, and even at the running back position. Of course, tight ends are more diverse. So you can do more in this offense. And again, with Carson Camp, he's been a starter at the University of South Dakota, has some skins on the wall, has a big win over South Dakota State in his resume, and kind of a gunslinger. He can get out of the pocket and run, coming off an ACL injury. He's shown no ill effects or no signs of that injury at all. Mobility is really good. He's got arm strength, can get the ball out downfield. He can make every throw. Kyle Lowe has been in 2 FBS programs. He was at Middle Tennessee and Georgia State. He's he's a smaller guy, but again, very athletic, can get out of the pocket, extend plays with his legs, plenty of arm talent, and both of them can throw the football. So I think you're going to see that in this offense. But where you're really going to see the upgrade is the wide receiver position. You just have more guys. You have more guys capable of making plays. Last year was Darius Lewis and Jalen DiMaggio, and really looking for that third guy. Although Darius Lewis has graduated, you bring in, Kentrell Prejean from South Dakota State, who's very similar to Darius. Jalen DiMaggio is a year older and bigger and stronger. Brandon Hayes is back. and much better acclimated into the offense. Ian Goodley is a young man who was here 2 years ago, didn't play last year. Was a track guy. He's back on the team. He has been outstanding in camp and extremely explosive. Jordan Williams is a transfer from the FBS level. Dekai Joseph is a returning freshman last year who's really blossomed. Jaden Ivory is a transfer. Luke Besh from Tulane, a transfer. Kai Prian who was at LSU and Tulane. Dakota Williams at La Tech. I mean, you just have many more options to spread the ball around. And, who's going to be that go-to guy, that still is to be determined. But I don't know if you'll have one guy catch 82 balls like you did Darius last year, but I think you'll have a lot more guys catching 30, 40, and that sort of thing, maybe 50. And you can use more in your package and also in the run game because all these guys can run with the football.
Yeah, it's going to be dynamic and exciting to watch it play out. And, I think there's excitement. I mean, this isn't going to be the 2022 offense or 2021 offense, but they're going to be better than they've been the last 2 years. And if the defense plays like they've been playing the last couple of years, which we fully expect to happen, I think what we've seen so far in camp is the defense has been more dominant than the offense. So if you just get a little bit more production on the offense, the sky's the limit for this group as we go into the rest of the season.
This team's going to run the football. Don't get me wrong. I think the passing game is going to be much more explosive than it was last year. Passing game was just a complement to the running game. This was a running offense last year. I still think this team's going to run the ball. With Rodeo Graham's back, you have Jaden Henry as a young man who transferred in from Valdosta State. Had played at Colgate before that. And then you got a true freshman, Calvin Smith, who is going to remind people of Antonio Martin, very similar style and size and that sort of thing. And then DeAndre Jackson's a home run hitter that can score from anywhere on the field. He's back. So this team's going to run the football. Quarterbacks will be in the running game as well as a wide receiver. So should be a much improved offense. Is it going to be a 40, 50-point offense like 2021? I don't see that happening. But I think you can get closer to 2022 when you scored, mid-30s. I think you should average closer to 30, 32, 33 points with this offense. And with the defense, and we're going to go there next, but well.
Mark, the defense has looked stronger than the offense in camp, and it's been the case the last couple of years. But they're a dynamic group, a lot of playmakers on both sides of the ball, a lot of guys coming back, some new faces. This is going to be a good group again for this staff to really rely on in these games.
Yes, they're going to be fun because it's defense is veteran. You've got a lot of returning players. You've got depth at all levels and talent at all levels. You've got guys that are capable of being all-conference players or even all-American. It starts with Caleb Proctor up front, who returns for his senior year, and what a big coup that was to get him back when it looked like he was a guy that could jump in the portal and get a lot of money from some Power 5 programs. Chose to stay at Southeastern. You've got Ahmad Bradley back, who's in his second year as a defensive lineman. He is much improved because he's won another year in the system. So you got those two guys in the middle to lock things down inside. And then, of course, Rowan Briggs is back for his senior year and is looking very strong at one defensive end. And a guy I really want to talk about is Khalid Moore, who's a transfer started his career at Mississippi State and was at Southern Miss last year. It's kind of a hybrid defensive end linebacker and really fits in this four-man front that Bill DeTavio runs. And you look at him and you lose Warren Peoples last year. Well, this guy looks a lot like that. He's kind of a rocket ship coming off the edge. He's got that Warren Peoples type body, maybe not quite as physical, but maybe bends a little better, can get to the quarterback. It's been very disruptive the last few days at camp. Very active, has his hand blocked the field goal the other day, and special teams, and just runs around, is always in the backfield, and just kind of rerouting things with the quarterback. So I'm really excited about him. Linebackers, KK Reno, Jordan Okoye, two very athletic guys that can go sideline to sideline, and can't say enough about the secondary. Ian Connerly Goodley comes back. He's the guy that's an All-American, preseason All-American, and looks like it in camp. Cameron Ford's back. He looks like a guy that could ascend to that level as well. Had a great year last year. And then, on the corners, Tylen Cooper, Zach Johnson. Then you have another young man from Troy, Crypto Norwood, who's transferred in, also at corner, and Carter Hanberry is back as well. And there's a lot of depth back there also. So it's going to be a good defense. And you can talk about the backups as well. And I wasn't calling more reinforcements, but they're very excited to see this defense play.
Well, and they've been the stalwart the last couple seasons for Coach Shelfo, keeping this team in every game they played and finding a way to help the team win in games. And so I think they'll be called upon again. But look, that's camp. We're making our way closer each week. I think these teams, or this team, is coming together as a group. I think you can speak to seeing that every day. You're getting more and more cohesiveness amongst the offense and defense, more comfortable with what's going on with the new faces, the guys returning. And that's vital to be kind of peaking for game one against Louisiana Tech, like you said, in less than 3 weeks.
Well, you want to. You don't really want to peak in game one, but you want to be ready.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Peak, build towards what your goal is, right? To be ready for that first game.
But I think this is a team that you just can ascend the entire year. I mean, it's again, it's not last year, when you're coming into the season, you knew you were limited offensively. You had basically a pocket passer at quarterback. You couldn't do a lot in the running game. You're limited on the outside at wide receiver. You were going to have to be physical, shorten the game. Put the game in your defense's hands, and the season played out that way. You finish 7-5, you lose, you go 4-2 and 3 points or less ball games, or 4 points or less, or whatever it was, and you end up going 7-5. Take the FBS games out of it, and of course you had South Dakota State in there. But this year, I think offensively, you got a chance to give yourself some breathing room, and we'll see. Obviously, Louisiana Tech is going to be a tough matchup in game one, being an FBS opponent. But I just do think this offense has got a chance to be more dynamic. And you see that with just play calling and what the install, what's in, of course, not to give away any secrets or anything. It's just you see more packages, just a lot more versatility in the offense and what they're doing. And the really impressive thing is this defense has an answer for a lot of stuff. It's pretty complex. And it's really exciting to see the chess match every day.
Mark, real quick here, what is your number one thing that surprised you that you've seen so far in camp from this team?
I wouldn't say there's anything that surprised me. I think that's probably I have to think about it. I guess one thing that would be a surprise is how smooth the camp's been. Of course, you want to knock on wood, find all the wood, because there's always something that happens. But that's what happens when you have a veteran team and a veteran coaching staff. You've got a head coach in his 8th year. You've got coordinators. A defensive coordinator's been here for 4, and that's not something we can say. It's been a long time since we could say that. And you've got a lot of players who've played a lot of football here at Southeastern, and you didn't lose. You only lost 3 guys to the transfer portal last year, so there's a lot of continuity, and that's not always the case. And a lot of times you're always waiting what's going to happen next, what's going to happen tomorrow. And so it's been a smooth camp. The buy-in's there. You see it. Now, again, there's going to be bumps in the road. There always is. I mean, that's college football and a 12-game season. So you got to be ready for those. And if you get knocked off course, you got to get back on it. And it's just it's a veteran football team. Again, I don't know what the record's going to be. Everybody's good. Everybody has players. We're not the only program talking about how good they think they're going to be this year. I mean,
that's right.
You think they're picked to win it. SFA has everything back. McNeese feels like new coaching staff. You've got Lamar obviously sitting out there. They've got a lot coming back also, and a coaching staff feels like they're ascending. So you've got 4, 5, 6 programs. Houston Christian went out and loaded up with transfers. They always seem to hit on guys here and there, individually at least. They feel like they're somebody that's being slept on. The entire league feels like they're going to be pretty good. So
yeah, just got to play it out.
You got to play it out and fight it out. So that's the way it's supposed to be. You want this league to be competitive. You want multiple teams in the playoffs. I think this is a year this league can get 2, maybe 3. In the playoffs. It's going to be difficult, with the Ivy League getting an automatic bid now, but I do think this league is going to have multiple bids here in 2025.
All right, fans, don't forget, if you want to help support Line Athletics, I know Marco is putting some stuff up here to take a look at. Give to the Lineup Collective. Coach Shelfo is trying to really drive this, asking people, look, I know life's expensive. It's getting more expensive every day, I feel like, for the regular goods and services we need to survive. But if you're a Line fan, you care about this program, give to the Collective. $25 a month is all they're asking. That's maybe a couple less coffees a week if that's what you're into, or just something you can find. It give to this program to help build the NIL collective fund to pay football players, to keep our current players that our coaching staff is working their tails off, recruiting, trying to find diamonds in the rough, and then developing them, keep them here. And you can help do that by, hey, if you can give more, that's great. But $25 a month is what Coach Shelfo is asking. If you can do that, it'll go a long way. They're trying to get 1,000 people donating at least $25 a month to help with the NIL program at SLU. Everybody's trying to raise money. It's the new way of doing things. It's what's most important for each football program out there. And so if you can, please give, please support. It's extremely important. Again, Mark will put the stuff up here, but give to the collective NIL. It's where we're going. It's where we already are in athletics. So try to do that if you can. Again, if you like the content you're seeing here, please like, subscribe, share our stuff, set notifications on YouTube, on Twitter, follow us at Lineup Network. All the content is getting out there as best as we can, as fast as we can, all through camp and through the athletic season to keep you informed with Southeastern athletics.
And we have no set schedule. We can pop in here anytime we want because we can.
That's right.
To give you all the information we can in camp. And but again, like Robbie said, do what you can. I mean, there's no set limit to donate. Or, if you want to donate one sum of $300 or $100.
If you want to pay,
you can give.
if you want to pay $300 up front and just say, hey, I'm done, thank you. But just do what you can to help this program. Don't be zero. If you really care, if you really want to see it develop and grow, again, we know life's expensive these days, but if you can find a way to give $25 a month at least, that would go a long way in helping Coach Shelfo reach his goals. So like and subscribe, follow us, Lineup Network on Twitter, get the stuff, keep up with the Lions. We're making our way. We'll be back next week for more camp updates. Mark will try to do something at the end of the week to give a little quick 10-minute camp preview on what he's seen through week 3 as we come to an end of it on Friday. I'm sure they'll try to do some kind of inter-squad scrimmage Saturday. That is open to the public, so if you want to go out and check that out, please do so. To watch the Lions in Strawberry Stadium as you get deeper into the week.
And you can see the new. There's nothing going up yet.
Well, you can see what's coming with the new athletic building. So, for Mark Willoughby, I'm Robbie Rhodes saying good night. Thanks for being with us here. This has been the Southeast Sport Network podcast for Week 3 of football camp.